So let's go ahead and get into the news and notes before our waivers section.
News and notes from around the league.
All right, there was big news in Detroit because they fired their offensive coordinator, everybody's favorite friend, Joe Lombardi. So he goes the way of Joe Philbin. Because if your name is Joe, you're
out of here.
You got to go. You got to go if your name's Joe. Matthew Stafford's x-rays came back negative. Stafford was on a short list of streamable candidates for me this week. So the change in offensive coordinator is exciting to me. They need to put him in a position to drive the ball downfield to Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate, and make more of their weapons.
They need to get the ball in Calvin's hands because we saw he opened up the game with a huge catch, then a touchdown, and then after that I think he saw about 4 targets or so.
That was just the finishing touches on Lombardi's time.
It was the coaching scheme and the offensive play calling was not being imaginative or creative enough to just create a touch for Calvin Johnson. I mean, get him in a situation where you can actually throw in the ball. And we love those deep shots, which was missing from the Detroit game and earlier in the year. But because the offensive line and the run game has created a system where they can't hold the ball more than 2 seconds.
Yeah, the offensive line coaches were also let go. And I think a big part of this is the fact that the running game hasn't been able to work at all. The play calling, it's similar to me of what we saw in Miami before Joe Philbin got fired. So I'm curious to see not so much the changes in the passing game, but I'm curious to see what the changes are in the running game. It makes me tempted to do something ugly.
The unthinkable?
Do something unthinkable, which is really kind of hold on to or maybe acquire in a package deal or something or pick up off of waivers either Amir Abdullah or Joique Bell.
Oh, just Joique Bell's on waivers.
I know.
Actually, Joique Bell is not on waivers.
On your team.
No, he's not on waivers compared to a lot of guys.
Really?
Yeah, he's in the high 30s of ownership percentage.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Yeah, but you look at these other options. I'm just telling you, people are getting on the train. They
could change things and they could try and go to a workhorse role for Joique Bell. We'll see.
Did you know that Golden Tate is getting 9 targets a game right now?
Oh yeah.
Why did he catch 2 for 14?
That's my point. Is like where it sounds like he's been
that way all year.
Big Ben is expected to start in Week 8 against the Bengals. We'll have more follow-up on that, especially on the Mailbag Show, because people are going to have start-sit questions. Oh, I got Big Ben back, but he's playing the Bengals. Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Dante Dye will slide into the number 3 role because Louis Murphy's out. I don't care at all.
Hey.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I care
for
that
fantasy we don't care.
Well, that's all I meant. I care that Louis.
Cold-hearted snake.
No, Louis Murphy goes out once a year, every year.
Eyes.
No, he really does. He's had potential since the Oakland days, but he's out every single year. Yeah. He's got just that, I don't know, problem with staying healthy.
Arian Foster body.
Chris Ivory is dealing with tightness in the quadricep muscle.
Well, that's because it is a Tuesday.
Yeah, well. That his production in fantasy was pretty incredible last week, considering he was on the field for half the snaps and was not himself. So, hey, this is big news. Devante Adams is going to play in Week 8, and he is practicing, and that means what exactly for fantasy owners?
You grab him immediately.
Well, you're not going to be able to grab him, right? He's not on waivers.
I'm sure he's on the waivers in some leagues. I'm just saying if he's there, grab him. I like Adams. I feel like the team has really missed.
They need him.
His presence on the field. I think he slides right back in to an every down role.
No, you're right. I mean, he's 50-50 ownership percentage.
Here's one of the
your first waiver wire pickup right now.
He has a really, really good playoff schedule, and I think he's going to be a guy you want on your team. But the next 2 weeks, really tough for him. He comes out of the bye, right, against Denver, which is terrible, and then goes to Carolina.
Yeah.
So in a couple weeks, I think he's going to.
He might be a buy low then, because somebody's going to snag him off waivers, and then they're going to sit on some bad numbers for a couple weeks.
Next week.
And I'd heard a stat from Pro Football Focus. The Packers are running 3 wide 95% of the time.
That's a lot.
So Devante Adams is going to be an every down player as soon as he gets back in.
Ryan Matthews suffered a groin injury in the Week 7 game. Believe it or not, he suffered it right before the 63-yard touchdown run.
I wish I could run like that with a groin injury.
I agree. I think he'll be okay. He's been battling some of that in practice. We'll see how the practice reports turn out. And Josh McCown is considered day-to-day, which could mean that Mr. Johnny Football gets an opportunity to
start against the Arizona Cardinals.
My Arizona defense loves that.
Yeah, exactly. So, any impressions from the game last night, real quick, before we kind of move on to the waiver wire?
Another classic Ravens mounting a comeback at the end to fall short. I don't know what's going on with the Ravens.
My main thought from the game was that it looked like Justin Forsett is one of their two weapons. That's it. And while the Arizona Cardinals kind of bottled them up as far as yardage goes, he is clearly a cog of that team. I'm very confident in Forsett the rest of the way.
And Buck Allen looked pretty decent. And if as a Forsett owner, I've considered, well, do I drop Buck Allen at this point in the season? Nope, I'm not dropping him because I think if Forsett were to go down, that Buck
He'd
Allen
be a pretty good player.
Buck Allen he's going to be in there just like Forsett is right now.
Yeah.